Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we are back here for our American Truck Simulator playthrough with the Custard Haulers US. And have we got a drive for you? We have got a bunch of furniture in the back of our SISL Logistics lorry here, and we're going to be taking it from Montrose all the way through to Santa Fe. But that sounds dull. Have a look where we're going. So we're starting up here in Montrose. Now we were down here previously. We've got a little bit of a reason why we're not there anymore. You probably know what that is. But we're coming down here along this road here, which looks utterly epic, into Durango. And then we head east to Santa Fe down there. But look at this. We have one scenic viewpoint there. We have a second scenic viewpoint somewhere around here. No, second scenic viewpoint here, and a third one actually in Santa Fe. So this is going to be Scenic Viewpoint City. We could have gone along here, but this one I was told in the comments is going to be something spectacular. Certainly in real life this is, and we'll talk a little bit about this route because it's got some history, and it is a very, very important road in American history. Well, in American road history, we'll call it. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about along the way. But what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to start our journey. But we're going to start a little bit funny because we've already done this first part of the journey. So I am basically going to disappear. I'm not even going to do a time lapse. We're going to come back as we get to the very start of that route where we've been before, when it starts to get a little bit interesting. So looking forward to this. I'm going to see you folks in just a second. You're going to be right in there in a second. I've got, I don't know, about 20 minutes to go. No, probably about 10 minutes to go to get there. So I'll see you in a second, and we're going to have some awesome driving to go. Well, folks, it's already getting interesting. We are just south of the Montrose, and we're now in the forests. In the forests, we've got mountains all around us. It looks unbelievably cool. This, folks, is going to be a minuscule amount of coolness compared to what comes next. Big thank you to Rockin' Bob, who gave us a little bit of history of Route 550. Which has a very specific place in American road history. Makes it sound incredibly dull, but it is called the $1 Million Highway. Why is it called this? Well, it was the first highway to be built, or section of road to be built, which cost over $1 million. Just a 25-mile section of road that cost $1 million. I don't have it written down when that actually was. I should have done that. I think it said 1800s and something, which seems very expensive for the time. But the reason is it's going through ridiculous terrain, and that's what we're going to be up to right now. We are going through gorges, over mountains, and it is said, I think this was on Wikipedia, so believe this if you will, it's one of the most pretty drives that there is in the whole of the US. Now, whether that comes out in the game, I don't know, but I'm all here for it. So, we are heading on to the $1 Million Highway. And I am sure you are all as excited as I am. We'll be getting to Durango, and when we get there, we will be sleeping. Oh my jiggery jiggers! What was that just there? Just a second. Just a second. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Feel that looks. Let me know what your thoughts are there, folks. Is that hidden road? Is that hidden road? And if it is, where the heck does it go? Maybe it goes just kind of up here and back round again. Oh no, it's not hidden road. We've been on that road before. Jesus, after all of that. Oh, yeah. Anyway, this is new ground. We are breaking new ground here, folks. We're staying together until we get to that viewpoint, and then I'm going to do a bit of a time lapse through this amazing bit of driving, because I think that is how we're going to be able to see it best. Get rid of my face, get rid of all this nonsense we're talking about, and we just kind of bask in the beauty of this road. But we've got a scenic viewpoint to pick up before we do that. This apparently is full of turns and twists and all sorts of stuff, going through three mountain passes, I think it said, in real life. Wow, looking forward to this immensely. So we are in Colorado, which is and again, thank you Rockin' Poppy for this, it's the Centennial State, not the Centurion State. That makes so much more sense. Right, let's pick this bad boy up, and oh my god, look at that, folks. Look at it. Just look at it. Here we go. The $1 Million Highway. Wow. And that's where we just were down the bottom there, I think. Although that feels a lot closer than... Oh, no, that does make sense. And look at this. Let's look at that little viewpoint. No, that's somewhere else. We're not up there. Wow. You can see why it was an expense to create this, because they've had to basically chip it out of the hills with dynamite, presumably, not a chisel. I mean, look at this. It's insane. I mean, one of the things was imagine driving on the road we did last time at night. Imagine driving at this at night. This looks like that, that road in, where is it? Sort of Middle America, or where? Not Middle America. Where is it? Is it somewhere in Asia? Which is just so ridiculously dangerous. Maybe Bangladesh or something like that, which is down a mountainside basically, and you just like constantly on the edge of the road. Right, folks, I'm going to see you in a little second. We're going to do a little time lapse through this amazing section of road. I hope you enjoy it. Well, folks, I don't know what you're thinking, but I reckon we've got a right turn here. I think this might be a hidden road. We're giving it a go. It's a new passage. Where is this going to take us? Oh, nothing particularly exciting, but a little viewpoint. But it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, what's been fascinating is, even though we're on these narrow roads, compared to European roads, they're wide enough for us to take this without too much of a problem. Whereas I think if we're if we were in Europe and the roads were like this, you wouldn't have that big gap on either side of the roads, which it's been a very friendly gap. So yeah, we've not got far. This is right at the end of the this is right on the end of the pass. I think the last few really weird and wacky turns, and then we go into a much more sort of dull looking bit of driving. I imagine it's not. You can see it just ahead of us, the 550 there. But it has been epic, absolutely epic. It's been really nice time of day to run this drive as well, I think. So yeah, this is the $1 Million Highway. Let me know your thoughts, folks. Let me know your thoughts. Is this the prettiest drive in the game? I haven't done enough drives to have an opinion really on that. Certainly the nicest drive I've done in the game so far. Does it compare with some of the European like top drives? I think it probably does. I mean, I still think the Grossglockner Pass is quite amazing. The Furka Pass is quite an amazing drive. There were some really pretty ones in Greece. The one going up out of towards Vlor, that was another amazing drive. So lots and lots of these fantastic drives that you can do in ETS too, but looks like we've got some in ATS as well, which excites me tremendously. Right, we're going to head on down into... Really? Thankfully, we will be sleeping very soon, but we're heading down. We'll just have a look at the map, see how far away we are. Yeah, it's not too bad. We've done that bit. We need to get back down here, actually. So it's going to be 49 minutes to get there, so that should be absolutely fine. We're going to have a sleep, maybe pick up some petrol, and in the morning we'll head off on the drive towards Santa Fe. So I'll leave you for the rest of this first leg of the drive, and you can enjoy us heading down into Durango. See you shortly. Well, we've just had, I'm not telling on my face just yet, but we've just had an achievement for driving along the $1 Million Highway. So that's pretty good. We are into Durango. We've got to go a little bit further to actually get to our destination for sleeping, but we should be all right now. Right, we are here finally. I have to say, whilst I like much of what this game does, the amount of time it takes for traffic lights to change, it's it's irritating. It really is. But here we are. We can park in here finally, so we should all be good. There we go. So we'll have a sleep overnight, and we'll come back. Right, folks. It is. We overslept. It's in the afternoon. I couldn't. Yeah, it was a long drive, that was. So we're just going to come back out of here, and we're going to leave Durango, and we're going to drive the rest of the 3 hours 46 to Santa Fe, which hopefully we will be able to do without any particular incidents. But whilst we are together, I did want to kind of at least talk a little about SCS's latest little announcement. 1.54 has been released, folks. We have the release. It's come out now. As we talked about before, you're not going to see a huge amount of difference. A lot of this stuff that has been put into it is kind of under the hood stuff. So we've got the redefined cargo system. That's just about kind of down the line making these increasingly more interesting cargoes available for us to have. Otherwise, if they didn't make these changes, we wouldn't be able to do that. So it basically means that it doesn't have as much of it doesn't require as much to save each time. So it basically integrates the cargo and the vehicle together rather than having them as two separate things. So that is good, and that's going to save. That will hopefully mean that dynamic loading and things like that can come into the game. I think everyone is on board for that sort of stuff. What are we doing here? We also got physics system that's put in, so there's changes to the collision system that have occurred, so we'll see about that. And there's a few little things, including the Driver Academy reward. So there is a little cone that you can put on your mirror and have it dangling there if you complete all the bits of the Driver Academy. So that's nice, as well as a slight change to the I think it's this menu. Nope. One of the menus. That doesn't look any different. Don't know. One of the menus has changed. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. Come on, let me get back in the club. Oh no, I'm too far, too close. Right. And here we are we're just suddenly out of the mountains, aren't we? On the plains, I guess south of them. Gone through Durango, which was an amazing drive. That was really, really fun. Actually, it says that it's not flat. This isn't flat by any means. There's a lot of, but it's far less mountainous. It feels like we've got a lot more open space to drive in. We've got 172 miles. We've got 3 hours 24 to get there. For whole drive, we're well over halfway, I think. That middle bit was something that's going to take some time to get through. So I think that's awesome. I think that was another hidden road. There are so many hidden roads here. That looks like one as well. They're everywhere. Oh man, we're not worried about all this at the minute. We're just gonna do our delivery, which should be a nice one. And we're doing that because we obviously want to get into Kansas, which we're doing today. And no, we're not doing today. I was going to do that today. We will be doing that shortly, and we've got maybe a couple of episodes before Missouri drops. So we will wait on that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what that all looks like. And here we go, another little town in the middle of nowhere. But this is rather cool. It's just the traffic lights that infuriate me. So folks, we are going to head forward. We've got some fair amount of driving to do. We're going to head down here. I'm going to pick up this thing here, and when we get there we will stop, but we'll come back. But in the meantime, another little time lapse for you folks.
All I want
we're just coming down towards Santa Fe. On the right, we've got our scenic viewpoint. Apologies earlier, I didn't actually have my face on when I was mumbling away. Ooh, we're coming in hot. So this, not sure quite what this is going to be, but I guess Santa Fe. The US 84 rest area. What is so special about the US 84 rest area? If you know, in the comments, please. I mean, it's not really a rest area, it's just a lay-by. I mean, it's pretty. I'll give it that. It's pretty. Wow. I mean, look at this. This is ludicrous. Look at that. Okay. That's what it is. First shot didn't give it its full, just amazingness. I mean, I think this has to be up there, doesn't it? Just in terms of drives, with the two bits together, two very, very different parts of the map, but both of which were utterly spectacular. Time is passing though. I can see the sun heading slowly down behind the hills. We shouldn't have overslept quite as much as we did. Right, here we go. Well, that was fun. We'll come off this rest area. I mean, we probably don't need it. We've just got 28 miles to go, 37 minutes, folks. Thank you. I want to say massive thank you actually for all of you who've been suggesting different routes to drive on, and giving me different facts about the US and stuff. Just keep those things coming, because I enjoy bringing them to you as well. I think it was Rockin' Bob's turn this time round, in terms of sharing something rather cool with the class. So yeah, very much enjoyed that, and learning a little bit more about this. Particularly Route 550, the $1 million highway, which was apparently built during, a while back, and those areas were gold and silver mines, so you can sort of see why there was so much effort to try and get there. But whether that all kind of lines up, I don't know. It just feels like, and let me know in the comments about this, is there just loads of hidden roads everywhere? Because maybe they're not hidden roads and I'm not seeing it, but I'm pretty sure I have missed like 5 or 6 of these, just because I felt it was getting dark and stuff, and so I didn't go down them. But it just feels, if you're wanting to look for them, you can find them easy in this particular part of the map. And is that the case all over Europe? It feels a lot harder. But yeah, I wasn't sure. Get these lights on before we get in trouble. They were already on. The land of enchantment. That's where we are at the minute. 1 out of 14. Santa Fe. And we're going to pick up another scenic viewpoint there, and we've got a question mark that we're going to be picking up as well, so that's all good. And you can see we're still just over 10 grand, so we're not really making money at this point, but we might have to fill the tank up again in the not too distant future. Right, we're going to give it a go. So what I've been told, if you do that, go a decent amount over, then it's fine. And that seemed to work, I think. So thank you very much for that little tip, because you got to get a lump of your car over, reckon half of it, and then go and see what happens. So you've got a question mark on the left, that's a recruitment agency, and then on the right here we're just going to pick this up in Santa Fe. I don't know what that guy's doing over there. Right outside this church, the city of Santa Fe. Very pretty. What is that? that supposed to be the Grand Canyon, maybe? I don't know. Just all local landmarks, maybe. Nice little park. I mean, it's all very dry looking, isn't it? All the grass is brown. I mean, I don't know how that works. I know in the States they love like nice green grass. Really, that's like a massive status symbol, having really good grass. I think maybe I'm wrong about that. That's how it's perceived, maybe across the border, perhaps. But across the border, we're not across the border, but on the other side of the pond, that's how we kind of perceive it. There's this obsession with having your lawns looking gorgeous. Is that fair? And how do you do that in places like this? Do you still have it so you've got this incredibly dry everything and just this green lawn? Or am I just imagining things? What is that? I suspect it's quite Catholic in this region, because there's quite a Hispanic presence, I think, in here, and that tends to be quite Catholic. Is that fair? Not sure. So oh Christ, I was trying to find something interesting about Durango. Thank you very much, sir. Do appear to let you out, don't they? And there wasn't a huge amount. It said on the Durango Pass there was like a yearly motorbike rally that went on down there, and there was like other, standard stuff like that. But then there was a really weird one. It said, which famous fictional character lived in Durango? And, well, I didn't know that, but I had the answer right in front of me, and then it made no sense. So explain to me how this makes sense. So the answer was Walter White from Breaking Bad. Do I stay back here? Where do I go? I think I go here. But as far as I can work out, in Breaking Bad, he lived in Albuquerque. And when he got thrown out of the house, because he got a bit weird, he still lived in Albuquerque. And I can't really remember him living anywhere else. So is that kind of backstory that he lived in Durango? Or is that just wrong? If there's any kind of Breaking Bad aficionados out there, let me know. Because I've been racking my brain about it. I've Googled it. And I can't seem to find anything. So I'm not sure what that was referring to, if it's just a complete lie or whether there is some truth to it, but it's something really niche. Love to know. That was a good series, though. Very, very good series. Enjoyed that a lot. Right, I think we're going in here. Really hard to see. I'm going into Amazon. Right, we're going into Amazon. So we're going to have to take this late, and then we're going to head up the back. Right, so where are we dropping this off, lad? Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot of room to play around with there, but it's a 40, which makes me think that there's probably a lot more than it looks like. Alright, so, okay. Oh, I don't know, folks. This looks a weird one. I don't know if I like this. Going up here. Right, there we go. We're going to turn around here. Oh, no. I've been trying to get my bloody side mirrors on. I keep pressing the wrong thing, though. So how do I get me? I can't see. Why can't I see out of that mirror? What's... So if I'm looking out of that side, I can't... not really sure. It's really hard to know what's going on. Yeah, I'm just getting stuck on this one, aren't I? Well, I think we might have the trailer slightly better lined up, but again, this one's proved to be harder than I expected, because I guess it's a blind back, isn't it? Turn. There we go. So then that should be fine. So then that's what we've been after, and then we can actually sort of see it in now. There we go. There we go. Why that was so... Let me know what you'd have done there, because I'm a bit confused why that was a 40. That felt hard. Company collector 6 out of 15. Parking challenge 9 out of 20. So we're making some good progress there. And we are here in Santa Fe, which is also great. But that took longer than I was expecting. But it really didn't seem that easy. What was the strategy there? How did I get that wrong? Let me know. 11,500 now in the bank, so that feels like we're making a bit of progress there. Next up, we will be looking to get into Kansas, I think. So let's just have a quick look at what sort of jobs might go in that direction. Looks like a lot of things are going the other way. So it's Santa Fe here, so maybe back into Colorado might be one way of doing it. Not back to Grand Junction though. Doesn't look like there's anything back to Kansas, but there are certainly things that we can go into sort of eastern Colorado. So that's probably where we'll head to, and then look to make a jump across Kansas in the next one. So we're ready to go for when Missouri drops. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you thought of all that in the comments below. Goodbye.